Why social media creators aren't really enjoying life. The hidden cost of living for the camera. Picture this. You're on a beach. The sky is awash in pinks and oranges as the sun dips below the horizon. You should be lost in the moment, right? But if you're a social media content creator, that moment gets swallowed up by another thought. How do I capture this perfectly for my followers? Suddenly, instead of enjoying the sunset, you're adjusting the angle, finding the right filter, drafting a catchy caption, and before you know it, the sun's gone. What was supposed to be a peaceful, personal experience has turned into just another piece of content for your feed. Welcome to the life of a social media creator, where every experience becomes something to share, package, and monetize. It's a lifestyle that seems glamorous on the outside, but many creators are secretly trapped in a cycle that's preventing them from truly living their lives. In fact, many of them are constantly missing the magic of the moment. Let's dive into why. Life becomes content. The pressure to always perform. For many content creators, the line between personal life and professional life doesn't just blur, it completely disappears. Everything from their morning routine to their deepest emotions becomes potential content. This constant pressure to create forces creators to treat their life like a performance. Take a simple Sunday brunch. Most people would savor the food, laugh with friends, maybe enjoy a cup of coffee. But for a content creator, this is an opportunity to snap the perfect Instagram pic. They're not just eating, they're strategizing, choosing the right filter, thinking about engagement, making sure it looks effortlessly authentic while crafting the perfect post. And when you do this every day, for every moment, something happens. You stop living for yourself. You start living for the likes, the shares, the comments. You become more concerned with how the moment will be received than why it matters to you. The joy of the experience fades into the background as your brain goes into content creation mode. The fireworks through the screen. Missing the magic. Watching fireworks through a camera is a perfect metaphor for how creators experience life. Sure, you're there, and you can see the lights and hear the sounds, but you're removed from the magic. When you spend all your time trying to get the perfect shot, you're not really watching the fireworks. You're focused on getting the footage. This is the creator's reality. Whether they're traveling, at an event, or simply spending time with loved ones, they're not fully there. They're thinking about how to capture the moment, how to edit it, and how it will look on their social media. The irony is that the more time they spend documenting their lives, the less they actually live them. Imagine hiking up a mountain, reaching the peak, and instead of taking in the breathtaking view, you're adjusting your tripod for the perfect time-lapse video. Or going to a concert, only to spend most of the show recording clips for your story, rather than feeling the music. You're physically there, but mentally you're miles away, caught up in making sure the world sees how amazing your life looks. The silent burnout, the mental cost of always being on. It's easy to assume that content creation is all fun and freedom, but the reality? Many creators are exhausted. The constant pressure to produce, the need to stay relevant, and the ever-watchful eye of the algorithm creates a grind that can lead to burnout. What most people don't realize is that content creation is a full-time job that doesn't end when the camera is turned off. There's editing, posting, responding to comments, staying active on multiple platforms, and always thinking about the next piece of content. Add the pressure of needing to stay ahead of trends, and creators find themselves in a never-ending cycle. Beyond that, there's an emotional toll. When your life becomes content, even your private moments feel performative. Creators feel like they have to maintain a persona, always showing their best selves, always being upbeat, always chasing that next viral hit. It's a recipe for anxiety, depression, and a complete disconnection from the joys of real life. The performance of happiness. Faking it. For the camera, one of the most toxic aspects of social media creation is the pressure to constantly be happy. Followers expect constant positivity, so creators feel the need to perform happiness, even when they're not feeling it. Struggling? Sad? Feeling overwhelmed? There's no time for that, not if you want to keep the likes coming. The result? A polished version of life that's not real, neither for the followers nor the creators themselves. But this performance of happiness can backfire. Creators start to feel like actors in their own lives. putting on a show for the world, but never truly expressing what they're going through. The disconnect between the polished image they present and the struggles they may be facing behind the scenes can lead to serious mental health challenges. The engagement trap, living for the algorithm. The structure of social media platforms amplifies this problem. Creators are trapped in what's known as the engagement trap. To stay relevant, they need to post constantly. To keep their audience engaged, they need to create content that gets likes, comments, and shares. But the more they post, the more the algorithm demands from them. It's a vicious cycle. And let's not forget the numbers game. Creators watch their follower count like hawks, obsess over engagement metrics, and check likes and comments religiously. If a post flops, it's not just a disappointment, it feels like a personal failure. Their self-worth becomes tied to how well their content performs, but this comes at a heavy cost. They can't switch off. The pressure never goes away. Can creators reclaim their lives? Here's the question. Can content creators break free from this endless loop of performance and reclaim the simple joy of living in the moment? Some creators are starting to push back. They're taking breaks from social media, setting boundaries, and choosing to keep certain parts of their lives private. They're realizing that not every meal needs to be photographed, not every sunset needs to be filmed, and not every feeling needs to be shared. These creators are rediscovering the value of living without the constant pressure to capture everything. For others, however, the allure of social media fame and the financial rewards it brings make it hard to step away. The platforms reward constant engagement, so taking a break feels like a risk. But for those who have done it, the reward is clear, a renewed sense of presence, and perhaps for the first time in a long while, the joy of simply being in the moment. The freedom of living in the present. In the end, the life of a content creator can seem glamorous from the outside, but the reality is often far more complicated. By constantly living through the lens of a camera, creators miss out on the true beauty of life, those unscripted, unfiltered moments that can't be captured or staged. The challenge now is for creators to find a balance between sharing their lives with the world and actually living them. Life is meant to be experienced, not just filmed. Some moments are too precious to turn into content. They're meant to be savored, fully, with no filters, no captions, and no audience. So the next time you see that perfect Instagram shot or that envy-inducing travel vlog, remember, the person behind the camera might not be enjoying that moment as much as you think. True joy comes not from capturing life, but from being fully immersed in it. And maybe, just maybe, the most beautiful moments in life are the ones we choose not to share. If you enjoyed this video and found it thought-provoking, don't forget to like it, share it with your friends, and leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on how social media affects our ability to enjoy life. And if you're interested in more insights like this, make sure to subscribe for future updates. Your support helps keep the conversation going, and I appreciate every single one of you for being a part of it.